All right. We shall do Poetry Pigeon number 2. And let's explore. So I'm going to try I'm going to try Shakespeare again. King Henry said, this is from 3 Henry VI. King Henry said, "The owl shrieked at thy birth, an evil sign. The night crow cried, a boding luckless time. Dogs howled and hideous tempest shook down trees. The raven rooked her on the chimney's top, and chattering pies in dismal discord sung. Thy mother felt more than a mother's pain, and yet brought forth less than a mother's hope, to wit, an indigest, deformed lump, not like the fruit of such a goodly tree. Teeth hadst thou in thy head when thou wast born, to signify thou camest to bite the world. And if the rest be true which I have heard, thou camest." Then Gloucester said, "I'll hear no more. Die, prophet, in thy speech." Stabs him. "From this, amongst the rest, was I ordained." King Henry says, "Aye, and for much more slaughter after this. O God, forgive my sins and pardon thee." Then he dies. Gloucester said, "What? Will the aspiring blood of Lancaster sink in the ground? I thought it would have mounted. See how my sword weeps for the poor king's death. Oh, may such purple tears be always shed from those that wish the downfall of our house. If any spark of life be yet remaining, down, down to hell, and say I sent thee thither." And he stabs him again. "I that have neither pity, love, nor fear. Indeed, 'tis true that Henry told me of, for I have often heard my mother say, I came into the world with my legs forward. Had I not reason, think ye, to make haste, and seek their ruin that usurped our right? The midwife wondered, and the women cried, O Jesus, bless us, he is born with teeth. And so I was, which plainly signify that I should snarl and bite and play the dog. Then, since the heavens have shaped my body so, let hell make crooked my mind to answer it. I have no brother, I am like no brother, and this word love, which greybeards call divine, be resident in men like one another, and not in me. I am myself alone." Okay, so let's now try something from much later, which I've never tried. Okay, I'm going to try John Milton. Oh, okay. There's quite a lot. Well, maybe I'll just try a little bit. Give me a second. Okay. Is this where it starts? Yeah. Starts here. I don't know if I can pronounce any of this. Okay, let's try one of his sonnets then. So, this is number 8. Captain or colonel or knight in arms, whose chance on these defenceless doors may seize, if dead of honour did thee ever please, guard them and him within protect from harms. He can requite thee, for he knows the charms that call fame on such gentle acts as these, and he can spread thy name o'er lands and seas. Whatever clime the sun's bright circle warms, life not thy spear against the muse's bower. The great Emathian conqueror bids spare the house of Pindarus when temple and tower went on the ground, and the repeated air of sad Electra's poet had the power to save the Athenian walls from ruin bare. Okay, let's try something by Ben Jonson. Song to Celia. Drink to me only with thine eyes, and I will pledge with mine, or leave a kiss but in the cup, and I'll not look for wine. The thirst that from the soul doth rise, doth ask a drink divine, but might I of Jove's nectar sup, I would not change for thine. I sent thee later rosy wreath, not so much honouring thee, as giving it a hope that there it could not withered be. But thou thereon didst only breathe, and sent'st it back to me, since when it grows and smells, I swear, not of itself, but thee. Wait a minute. I need to actually check if it's on. Because I'm happy to speak to no one, but not for nothing. Oh, yep. Cool. Okay. Okay. Now, an ode to himself. Where dost thou... An Ode to Himself by Ben Jonson. Where dost thou careless lie, buried in ease and sloth? Knowledge that sleeps doth lie, and this security, it is the common moth, that eats on wits and arts and destroys them both. Are all the Aeonian springs dried up? Lies Thespia waste? Doth Clarius' harp want strings, that not a nymph now sings? Or droop they as disgraced, to see their seats and bowers by chattering pies defaced? If hence thy silence be, as 'tis too just a cause, let this thought quicken thee. Minds that are great and free should not on fortune pause. 'Tis crown enough to virtue still, her own applause. What though the greedy fry be taken with false baits of worded balladry, and think it poesy? They die with their conceits, and only piteous scorn upon their folly waits. Then take in hand thy lyre, strike in thy proper strain, with Japhet's line aspire, soul's chariot for new fire, to give the world again. Who aided him, will thee, the issue of Jove's brain. And since our dainty age cannot endure reproof, make not thyself a page to that strumpet the stage, but sing high and aloof, safe from the wolf's black jaw and the dull ass's hoof. Let's now do simplicity and sweet neglect. Still to be neat, still to be dressed, as you were going to a feast, still to be powdered, still perfumed. Lady, it is to be presumed, thou art hid, causes are not found. All is not sweet, all is not sound. Give me a look, give me a face, that makes simplicity a grace. Robes loosely flowing, hair is free, such sweet neglect more taketh me than all the adulteries of art. They strike mine eyes, but not my heart. Okay. Let's now go to John Philpot Curran, 1750-1817. This one is called The Deserter. If sadly thinking, with spirits sinking, could more than drinking my cares compose, a cure for sorrow, from sighs I'd borrow, and hope tomorrow would end my woes. But as in wailing, there's naught availing, and death unfailing will strike the blow. And for that reason, and for a season, let us be merry before we go. To joy a stranger, a way-worn ranger, in every danger, my course I've run. Now hope all ending, and death befriending, his last aid lending, my cares are done. No more a rover, or hapless lover, my griefs are over, my glass runs low. Then for that reason, and for a season, let us be merry before we go. And that was quite nice.